Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have a video talking about the supposed rumors on the GTA Trilogy Remaster or Remake, whatever you want to call it. People are referring to it as different names. And look, I wasn't even planning on making a video about this, and the reason is because this is just mostly rumors, in my opinion, and I'll read you guys the sources of where this comes from, and I'll give you guys my breakdown on this. But normally I don't do videos on this type of stuff because it's rumors. It's unreliable information. It's just like the GTA 6 nonsense, where people have been saying for years that GTA 6 is right around the corner, and there's no word whatsoever on GTA 6. And I think that this is kind of more or less the same of it. I think there's a little bit more info here, but I don't think there's really that much credible information to suggest that there's going to be like 3 remakes of classic GTA games. And I'm not going to be talking about this subject anymore after this video. The only time I'm going to talk about this subject is if there's some actual more information from Rockstar. So let's break this down. I'll let you guys know what I think. And I'm not trying to be a buzzkill. I don't want people to think that. That's not my intention here. But I'm just skeptical of a lot of this stuff here, because again, remember, a lot of these gaming media, and you had clickbaiters on YouTube that have been talking for years saying GTA 6 is right around the corner, GTA 6 leaks, GTA 6 this and that, and now all of a sudden this starts with this GTA Trilogy Remaster Remake rumors. So let's read this. So this comes from Kotaku, and I will link the article down below. And so this is an article that was on August 12th. After months of rumors and speculation, Kotaku has learned from sources that Rockstar Games may be remastering 3 classic Grand Theft Auto games. Currently, it appears these games will be released later this fall for a multitude of platforms, including the portable Nintendo Switch. Okay, now this right here, this first paragraph already has me extremely suspicious. And you know what has me really suspicious on this? That it appears 3 games will be released later this fall for a multitude of platforms. Are you serious right now? 3 games. They're going to be releasing 3 games this fall. Since last year, summer 2020, we've had a little bit of information about expanded and enhanced of GTA 5, but we've had no word on this whatsoever. Fall is coming soon. Summer is, we're halfway through August at this point. Fall is coming. And you're telling me that Rockstar is going to release 3 games. They're going to release 3 remasters or remakes, whatever you want to call it, the 3 classic GTA games right now. I highly doubt it. So let me get this straight. Rockstar is working on Red Dead Online DLCs, even though those have been really small. GTA Online, they make massive DLCs for GTA Online, like Cayo Perico last December, and then the Tuners DLC in July. And they are working on Expanded and Enhanced. And you're telling me that they also have time to make 3 remakes or remasters, whatever the case is, remake or remaster, we don't know which it is, of the classic GTA games. Seriously? Really? I doubt that even with Rockstar, I doubt that they're going to be developing that many projects at once. They're probably getting overwhelmed with that stuff. And now the question is, what is this exactly? What if this is real? Let's just say that this is real, right? This is real. What could this be exactly? These 3 remaster or remakes. I keep saying remaster and remake because we don't know what these rumors are basically all over the place. For the past year, rumors have swirled on Twitter, Reddit, and various message boards that Rockstar is working on remakes or remasters of classic PS2-era Grand Theft Auto titles. These rumors only grew in popularity as Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, used DMC takedowns to remove classic GTA mods from the internet while announcing that the publisher had 3 remastered games in development. So, about the DMC takedowns, that's basically a copyright takedown, and so Rockstar has done this before, or I should say Take-Two Interactive in this case. They have done this before, and my best guess is they don't want people, making a remake of Vice City, GTA 3, or San Andreas as a mod, and then letting people download it and play it when they could possibly revisit that in the future and try to make money from that. So that's why I think they try to take it down. But now we go to PC Gamer here. So PC Gamer, there was this article from PC Gamer 6 days ago. Take-Two Interactive is working on 3 unannounced iterations of previously released titles, the company said recently in an investor presentation. The holding company for Rockstar Games 2K and Private Division already has 3 remakes, upgrades, or remasters set for release next year, but apparently there are more yet to be announced. So right here it says three unannounced iterations of previously released titles, and it says that this is possibly going to be next year. But now Kotaku says that it's going to be around fall. Which is it? And it says in PC Gamer, earlier this year, rumors swirled surrounding a remake of Grand Theft Auto 3, as well as its spin-offs, Vice City and San Andreas. Those rumors remained substantiated, sorry for my pronunciation, and unconfirmed. So thank you, PC Gamer. At least PC Gamer is being honest here when they're saying these rumors remain unsubstantiated and unconfirmed. So this is right here, PC Gamer is saying we don't know exactly, where Kotaku is kind of basically like hinting that this is real. And now look, this apparently is a true statement from what I'm seeing right here, that Take-Two is saying to investors that they are working on 3 previous iterations of released titles. That appears to be true. However, though, this doesn't mean that this is going to be a GT3 classic GTA remakes. So let's look at the Rockstar Newswire now for some more evidence. So back in, let's see, what date was this? This was May 18th, 2021. And this was around the same time that Rockstar announced Blood Money, when we got excited for Blood Money, but then it turned out to be a disaster on Reddit Online. But anyways, it says, and much more. And it says here specifically, as an added bonus, this summer's update to GTA Online will include special benefits for players to take advantage of it in those expanded and enhanced versions when they drop. Plus, in honor of the upcoming 20th anniversary of the genre defining Grand Theft Auto 3, we'll have even more fun surprises to share, including some specifically for GTA Online players. So Grand Theft Auto 3 is approaching its 20-year anniversary this October. I think it's October 22nd. That's GTA 3's anniversary. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But if anything, GTA 3 to me, that seems like it could possibly be an actual remake. They might actually remake GTA 3. Now, I don't know. I don't have evidence for that. But judging by the fact that it's GTA 3's 20th year anniversary, it's possible that they could do a remake for that. But also it says that there's surprises for GTA Online. So, what they might do is they might maybe add a few cars that are from GTA 3 into GTA Online and maybe add Claude's jacket to GTA Online. That might be all this is talking about. It might not even be a remake of GTA 3. But now here's the question exactly. If, Take-Two and Rockstar are developing 3 iterations of previous games, what could that possibly be? If it's not like the 3 classic GTA games like Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3, what could that be? Well, I'll say this. GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, they already have HD remasters, kind of. They are on PlayStation 4. You can download those on PlayStation 4. And there's a remastered version of San Andreas, I think, available for PS3. So they already have HD releases on consoles like the PS4, and I'm sure it's also on the Xbox One. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Xbox One also has those versions. But anyways, they have these old versions already as HD remasters. So what are they going to do exactly? I doubt that they're going to do remakes of San Andreas, Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, look, I would love a remake. I'm not trying to be the buzzkill here. I would love an actual remake of these games, like a modern engine, the exact same story, the same character, but a modern engine, new graphics, new styles of the vehicles. I would love that, and I would specifically want a GTA Vice City remake, because Vice City is my favorite classic GTA game, because I just like the 80s so much. I just like that time period, and I like, building that big criminal empire of Tommy, so I like that. I love San Andreas and I love GTA 3, but Vice City was just my favorite one, so I'd love a remake of Vice City. But think about it this way. To make a remake of these games, it's not easy. Sure, they have the map layout. People think that's basically copy and pasting. That's not necessarily true. They have the dialogue. They have the dialogue for all the characters and the missions, so they could probably just put the dialogue in there. But they have the layout of the cities. But they would have to, if they're doing a full remake, they would have to, start from scratch, and they would have to look at their previous old city and just basically make it off that, but make it with new graphics. So they have to redesign the city again with new graphics. They probably make a few buildings a little different looking also. They would have to, reprogram all these new cars that are basically the style of GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas. They'd have to reprogram guns. The gunplay would have to be different because the gunplay at times in some of the older games was a bit clunky. So they'd have to completely change that. They'd have to change the moving animations. There's just so many things that they would have to change. All the activities, the planes. There's just so many things. Helicopters that they would have to change. So Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, those would be difficult remakes to make. But imagine them trying to remake remake San Andreas. Imagine them trying to make San Andreas as a modern game. That huge San Andreas map, remaking all of that and all the vehicles and all the missions and everything. That's not something that you do in just a few weeks or months. That's something that takes years and years to do. And so far, I haven't seen any evidence whatsoever that claims that they've been remaking these games for years. And how Kotaku basically says that this is gonna release later in this fall for a multitude of platforms with just 3 games, plus Rockstar's doing GTA Online and Red Dead Online and Expanded and Enhanced, and now they're gonna do these 3 games. I highly doubt it. Now look, a few remakes that I know of is I played Destroy All Humans. Now Destroy All Humans, I know you can't compare that exactly to Grand Theft Auto, but that's also an open world game, and that took them a few years to make. Destroy All Humans, the original, it wasn't nearly as long as like some of the classic GTA games, like, you know, Vice City and GTA 3. The stories are just much longer than Destroy All Humans' story, and yet Destroy All Humans wasn't an easy remake to make. You know, they had to make the whole thing again. They changed facial animations for a lot of characters. They even added deleted missions that were in the original Destroy All Humans. So they changed up a few things in that game, and that was a great remake. But now to do a game like Grand Theft Auto, that would just be a much more difficult job. And we also have this statement here from Kotaku. It says that, you know, according to these sources, Rockstar is actively developing remastered versions of Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and San Andreas. All 3 games have been remastered using Unreal Engine and will be a mix of new and old graphics. One source who claims to have seen a snippet of the games in action said the visuals reminded them of a heavily modded version of a classic GTA title. The UI for the games are being updated too, but will retain the same classic style. No details were shared about gameplay, but Kotaku has been told these remastered titles are trying to stay true to the PS2 era GTA games as much as possible. So it's a combination of old and modern graphics. They're using Unreal Engine, so it's basically very similar to what some of the modders have been doing, and according to these rumors at least. But even what the modders have been doing, that's not easy. You know, I don't know what it takes to like code games like that, but like when I see these mods that people make of like Vice City remastered and stuff like that remade, that doesn't look easy to make. Those modders put a lot of work into doing projects like that. So, you know, I just don't personally believe it that they're gonna make like these 3 games in like by fall. And even then, why would they sell these 3 games in fall? Because not everyone has a ton of money to spend. Unless they're selling these as like a big trilogy, like as one game in total for $60, then maybe okay. But if they're going to be selling like each game individually, like a San Andreas a remake, or a Vice City remake, or a GTA 3 remake, and they're selling them even at $40 each, not everyone is going to spend that much money on it. Even though, you know, they'd like to play the games, you know, not everyone has a lot of money to spend. And they're releasing Expanded and Enhanced also in November. You know, I doubt it, because it would be much more, you'd think it'd be much more profitable if Rockstar would release a remade version of each game every year. So maybe GTA 3 one year, Vice City remake another year, and San Andreas remake another year. Not just throw them all in together, because I think it'd sell more over time so people could enjoy each game each year. But even then, that'd still be difficult making a game each year. And I doubt that they'd be able to finish this in 2022. So now, here's the question at the end of the video. If Take-Two did claim, though, that they are making, you know, previous reiterations, what are they making exactly? What could those 3 games possibly be? Since San Andreas, Vice City, and GTA 3 already have HD, you know, remasters, you know what I think that those 3 games could be? Those 3 games, they could be Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, brought to the PS4 and Xbox One and the PC. That's what that could be. Those games, Rockstar could port an HD version and bring them to the last-gen consoles, even PS5. Just make them not with new graphics or anything, just basically an HD remaster, and bring it to PC. Because those games have not gotten an HD remaster. Those are 2 GTA games that a lot of people forgot about. I played Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, both really underrated games that never got HD remasters, and people have been asking for them. Now, what could the third game be? If the first two games are Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories, what could the third game be? The third game could be one of 2 things. It could either be Red Dead Redemption 1 HD remaster, which a lot of people have been asking for, so Rockstar could basically just release an HD remaster of Red Dead Redemption 1 on the PS4 and PS5. Not with modern graphics, but the same old graphics, just basically an HD remaster. That's what they might do. And I know you can play Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Xbox One with backwards compatibility. I know people are going to tell me that, but on PS4, we can't play that. We can't play it. I think it might be on PlayStation Now, but you're not able to own it as a separate game. which a lot of people want. And the third game, instead of Red Dead Redemption, it might be GTA 4. That's what it might be. GTA 4. They might bring GTA 4 to PS4, Xbox One with PC graphics, because the PC graphics on GTA 4 are so much better than the graphics on PS3 and Xbox 360. So they might just bring GTA 4 to the PS4 and the Xbox One with modern graphics. That's what it might be. And I think that if people see that it's Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, I think they might be disappointed. Not that people hate those games, but people would have been expecting remakes. But it's like I said, and I know I've been talking for, 15 minutes now. I'm sorry, this video has gone on for that long, but I just wanted to make my position clear on this, is I want remakes for these games. I'm not hating on this at all. I know people are going to say, oh, you're hating on this, and then there's going to be other people that are going to say, oh, you're just jealous of the clickbait YouTubers. There's a YouTuber that has over 2 million subscribers, Professional, and he says that he has inside sources. You're wrong, Professional. You're just jealous, trust me. I'm not jealous of these people, and this is primarily why I don't do videos on GTA 6 and all these other nonsense, because it's unreliable. That's exactly what it is. It's unreliable. There's no proof for it. These idiots on YouTube have been basically telling us that GTA 6 has been right around the corner for years. For years, they've been telling us that GTA 6 is going to come out soon. GTA 6 is going to be revealed. They have their stupid insider sources. And now these same people are now telling us that we're going to get 3 remakes of the classic GTA games before fall, or in fall, or even in next year. Really, these people are probably going to make multiple videos. They're going to make multiple videos a week, just constantly talking about this GTA Trilogy stuff until Rockstar finally releases some information. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about this GTA Trilogy stuff anymore until Rockstar releases some information. When Rockstar releases a trailer or gives us some more information, and it's actually credible from Rockstar themselves, then I'll talk about it. But until then, I'm not going to be talking about this stuff. So like I said, I could be totally wrong on this. I could be wrong. Rockstar could release a remake for these 3 games. Maybe they've been developing it for years in secret. I don't know. Maybe that's it. We don't know. But like I said, from my personal perspective, I don't see a lot of evidence here for 3 remakes of those games. And if remasters, I think it might be Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories, Red Dead Redemption 1, or GTA 4. That's just what I think it is, in my personal opinion. I don't think that this is going to be some kind of 3 remakes of those games, because I think that would be too much effort, and with Rockstar doing Red Dead Online, GTA Online, and doing Expanded and Enhanced at the same time, I think that would severely overwhelm them. And I know some people would say that Red Dead Redemption Online, Red Dead Online, got smaller updates because of these GTA, remake rumors or stuff like that. But I'll say this. I don't really think, if anything, if they are doing remasters of Vice City and Liberty City Stories, or even if they're doing remakes of the classic GTA games, I think the main reason Red Dead Online got smaller updates is still because of GTA Online. Because if you look, GTA Online got massive updates, while Red Dead Online didn't. But that's a discussion for another video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, not trying to be a buzzkill, but I'm just looking at this from an objectional point of view, and I'm just skeptical, because I constantly hear about rumors this, rumors that, GTA 6, or Cops and Crooks DLC on GTA Online, and none of those things have ever happened. And so now I hear this, so that's just why I'm skeptical. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, let me know down below, but I don't believe these rumors right away until I see some actual proof. Let me know if you disagree, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.